Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Greg Furman, market analyst here at TraderPlanet.com, and these are the market positions for September the 8th, 2011. Now our first position for tonight, we're going to be revisiting the AMD stock. Now with this particular stock, we're moving around between a range, in my opinion, between $5.50 and $8 is the current range, but our year-end target on this particular stock is going to be back in that $9 range. So for now, we can see we've moved lower. We've had a sell-off in the equities last week after the non-farm payroll number. Everything is starting to settle down again and the stock is regaining its composure. This is perfectly normal after the non-farm payroll number. So looking at this, our key levels, we can see now we've recouped all those losses from last week. We're back up at this $6.76 mark. We've closed at this area now. Our key levels are 650, 654, and 657. These are the three Vantage Point predicted moving averages. Now, looking at these particular areas, we're going to use those as pivot areas of support to get back into long positions. Now, again, we are going to continue to see volatility in the equities and commodities markets. They are going to affect this stock, but again, we're looking more medium term. So with that said, we're going to go have a look at the Vantage Point predicted moving averages, the crossovers specifically. Now, looking at the crossover, we can see that our short-term crossover is moving back to the upside. Our medium-term crossover, again, is following that. And our long-term crossover, this is the key point that I want to make here. It never crossed to the downside. So again, with the short-term volatility, the longer-term indicators from Vantage Point are telling us to stay long on this particular stock. Our predicted MACD and our predicted true strength indicator have not crossed the trigger to the downside. They've come back to the trigger line, but they have not crossed it. Predicted short, medium, and long-term differences are all crossing over the zero line and again moving back into trend-ready levels. Now from here, all we need to do is pick our entry point to get back into our long position. Now our medium-term traders, they're going to know to stay long on this particular stock. Our intraday traders, they're getting in and getting out. That's fine too. So looking at this, we can see we've had 4 down days on the Neural Index, but we've still stayed above that $6 mark. For tomorrow, we have 654 and 690 as our predicted high. So we're going to use the 654 area to get back into those long positions. Now again, your day traders, if you're picking up 40 or 50 cents on a $6 stock, that's a very, very good move on a percentage basis. So any pullback towards the 654 area, we're going to use that to reset those long positions. Intraday traders looking at a target of 690. Your medium to longer term traders, you should be looking between $8 and $9 on this stock by year end. So that's our first position for tonight. Now our second position for tonight is going to be in the foreign exchange market, specifically the US Canadian pair. Another volatile day on this particular currency pair. The Bank of Canada has released their announcement. They are not planning on raising rates. They're looking at a deterioration of the global economy. So this does not bode well for the Canadian dollar. So looking at this, we're going to use this pullback as a buying opportunity. We can see here that our predicted short, medium, and long-term differences remain above the zero line. However, our predicted MACD and our predicted true strength indicators are not overly supportive of this particular trade. In this particular case, our support resides at 98.25, 98.46, and 98.62 with a close of 98.47. So for tomorrow, this is simply going to be an intraday play, but my opinion remains is that the Canadian dollar will not gain a lot of strength in the medium term. So what we're going to do here, we're going to look at our predicted daily report from Vantage Point, the daily range. Now for tomorrow, we're looking at 98.10, 98.99. We're going to use the Vantage Point predicted low as our entry point at 98.10. Now your more aggressive traders, they can use the 98.25 level. I believe that level will hold. Less aggressive traders, much like our dollar yen trade today, they can look towards the 98.10 area. Now, we are going to experience volatility in this particular currency pair. My opinion remains that as long as this pair remains above the 97.20 area, this is a buying opportunity, because again, the Bank of Canada has made it very clear they are not going to be raising rates. Now, looking at the Vantage Point predicted high and predicted low, we're going to switch this on the screen so everybody can see this. We've still, even though with the volatility today, we've managed to stay within the Vantage Point predicted high and predicted low. The majority of the breakouts have been to the top side. So again, looking at tomorrow, we want to stay long on this particular currency pair and just absorb some of this short-term volatility. So for tomorrow, again, your less aggressive traders, they can look at the 98 area. Your more aggressive traders, I believe the 98.20, 98.25 area will hold. So with that said, these are the market positions for September the 8th, 2011. And again, my name is Greg Furman, market analyst here at TraderPlanet.com.